Richard Sherman is playing for a last-place football team. He doesn't need to worry about the Seahawks anymore, but he can't stop because that's his identity. And Frank Clark, more power to him, saying, this is my defense. This is my locker room. I'm taking ownership of this. Through the void, somebody has to fill the void of leadership. And the Seahawks are better. They're better for cut and bait with that. And look, Earl Thomas isn't there anymore either. And when you think about it, there was so much resentment from so many corners of that locker room towards so many things. It was like when you go to work and you want to have a good day, but the guy next to you in the cubicle can't stop complaining about the boss. You're like, all right, I get it. I get it. All the complaints end up having a cumulative effect. It's draining. When you have people at work that can't stop complaining, it is draining. It doesn't help anybody. Nobody's completely thrilled with their lot at work and employment. But if you just keep complaining about it, it's a negative. So in Seattle, Richard Sherman resented Russell Wilson. And Earl Thomas resented the front office. And they all resented the coaching staff. And they all resented Darrell Bevell. And they all resented the play call at the end of the Super Bowl. And they all resented somebody there that nobody was happy. Nobody was appreciative. And I think down the line they will be. I think when they look back at what they accomplished together, they will be. But right now they're still in the middle of it. And Richard Sherman doesn't need to be talking about the Seahawks. They're way better than his Niners team is. And Sherman didn't have a lot of takers of the open market. He's old now. He's broken down now. So that Seahawks team did the best thing they could have done. And that was cut bait with the old guys and go forward with the new guys. And it didn't look so at the time. I know I've taken my swipes with the Seahawks. But now what you see is Richard Sherman looks pathetic, yapping about the Seahawks, not even on the Seahawks anymore. And Earl Thomas looked pathetic because he was battling about his franchise tag or his salary or his structure of his contract. And I want to be a Dallas Cowboy and come get me. He's not even playing, and the Seahawks are fine. Cam Chancellor's retired. The Seahawks are fine. Did that defense look much different on Monday night? Now, part of that is that the Vikings can't get out of their own way, and it's Kirk Cousins. But largely, that Seahawks team is just fine without those dudes.